Winning Warning by author of Nation. Trump explains the Trump's rise of dangers of administration. Poses the free institution also of encouragement to the millions of Americans express a new sense of a system engaged and argue our nation's unifying alter truck targets. This is politics, the alter rooted in the new economy, new patriotism, new civil society, and new bureaucracy. Nation after Trump, essential book of an era, inspiring essentials. Perils the United States, inspiring roadmap for how we can reclaim the future. Now, this is a praise. This is why the white went wrong. Expertise, evidence, finally crafted, convinced, working, lucid, paramount, period. It's a parade supporting facts. Los Angeles Times. This is a winning journalism of Washington Post. Unique acts of politicism makes beautiful, wonderful reading. The Washington Post. Remaining the best political writers in America. Book with great insight, attention, detail, and research. Buffalo News. Praise for even the worst, and it looks. Espresso on empty stomach is a jolt. Washington Post. Congress worked on these conditions. Stern's frank about they think of the Republican Party. The Economist. And also the credibility authors of good advice no ever follows. Come out fully blown and no followers. No followers, no specters, no followers, just leaders. New York Times. Block Trump portfolio with a Mumu Ranja. Block Trump recently moved to Washington D.C., her education department. She met suspects and subjects identified opportunities to sweeper and her career smoothly negotiating leading teams, starting company, managing work, family, helping change the system made better for women, and the future hope is inspired refronts and her effects for home front. Visualize your goals and work backward. Build off the idea of viewing your life as series and phases. Pope says think about where you want to be at the end of each phase, make a game plan, working backward where you're now. Or map out, or maybe first couple of steps, or maybe the 3. Evaluate yourself when you get goals set. End of the year, you want to X mark the spot. Commit and check in the 6 months and get the seat and self-evaluate yourself. Don't wallow. Forgive yourself and move on. Make mistakes, continue. Everyone else, get over it. Confident. Be confident in your achievements. No amazing women. Achieve what things you can accomplish. Be confident in yourself. And remember, don't be ignorant. Be honest about what you appreciate. Work smarter, not harder. Take it slow. You should ask a guy or ask somebody that in your interest of how you pursue your mentor. Look to your left, look to your right, look to a subject that even in your class. Don't be a flake. Ask a question. Don't be distraught or lost in the crowd. Be respectful, be determined, be engaged, ambiguous, motivated, and dedicated. Optimistic. James Madison is the most American married man in passages, and Hamilton. Hamilton has a passage, same with the Rufus the King, which ratified the Constitution. James Madison and Patrick Henry, and also Alexander Hamilton were prominent Madison political careers. Henry, American Revolution, Patrick Henry was a Democrat of Virginia politically helped and spurred Madison seek federal reform in Henry. James Madison in 1783 was the Library of Congress on the portrait. Now Madison visits Monticello, which is a double depth liner or Monticello Monarch concrete liner. Dooley usually stayed and still called by his name Madison Room. Monticello Thomas Jefferson Foundation. Now Randolph Jefferson, the cousin of Jefferson, House and major leader, distraught Madison led the big Republicans form of old Republican Party. President Jefferson relied heavily on his Secretary of State advocacy and typical political and constitutional questions. That was 1805. Jefferson's Swiss-born Treasury Secretary, long-serving cabinet offense, oversaw implementations of domestic program laid out in Jefferson's first interim. Yet Madison Treasury Secretary published bound to sustain congressional legislation excluding charter on how to bank. The image of Madison captures as a publicity stunt on a portrait which is James Madison in 1840 calling it Wilmington Foundation. Gates. Bill Gates. Image captures the physical decline of mental characters Madison old age. James Madison 1820 and 30. But James Monroe in the chair Madison addresses the assembly, including future President John Taylor, Chief Justice John Marshall, John Randolph, and Governor William Branch Gills. Virginia Convention 1820 and 1830. Now Madison Gravestone Monupeller Foundation. Proposed to represent the terms of those members British House of Commons. Madison next compares them to those calling represent the United States. From James Madison's American Make in America, who's a serious reader who wants to climb about James Madison, a long public career drawn from primary sources. Tom Jefferson is a professor of history at the University of Virginia, and also the, how would you say, focus in fourth president public life. Kevin Gutzman, James Madison, and the Making of America recaptures the drama and excitement of New Nation. James Madison, the Making of America. Ratifying the Constitution, Richmond Convention 1788. Having the secure ratification of Empire State, New York from Fort Virginia, Madison knew the face was a difficult task. Many in Virginia's leading men stood foursquare against Constitution. Philadelphia Convention had progress to receive in World Patrick Henry. Placed some two square, some foursquare with Texas tornadoes. Edmund Rudolph and George Mason opted into new sign. Rudolph been a leading framer, even presenting Virginia plan to convention. His increment in Governor Old Dominion. His objection to Constitution written came quite below, perhaps, had the chief author of 1770's Virginia Declaration of Rights. Constitution had widely understood the leading Virginia authority such matters. Not only Manson, now signed had pledged drum of opposite Constitution matters and had writ the federal Manson, gotten jumped in the back of Old Dominion. Kirklicker pamphlet explained the Constitution must be amended before it was ratified. From New York came from a split among Virginia congressmen, similar to amongst Philadelphia Convention delegation Edward Carrington. Henry Lee favored ratification, but at the time President Richard Henry Lee was forming propositions of essential altering Constitution, while interim President William Gracie dislikes giving silent passages as the states matters who hoped Congress would endorse and sending into the states, which grimps. They resumed to sit Congress. Madison joined Carnegie against Lee and ultimately, despite objection, fled to conviction, violated Articles of Confederation. Congress resolution of conviction with several states legislating instruct delegates of doing more proposed amendments to Articles. Congress forwarded proposed Constitution state without commentary. Richard Henry Lee launched a strenuous campaign favoring amending Constitution prior ratifying it. Pointing to the General Welfare Clause, Lee Constitution only would be read virtually anything Congress wanted to do. Add to the Supreme Clause, Bill of Rights essential, the Principle of Rights, Americans ratify fought. Meanwhile, Governor Rudolph, October 15th, had formally presented Constitution to the General Assembly. The House of Delegates took the matter up to October 25th and voted the call of the convention. The Senate concurred in Halloween. That'd be Bill Gates' birthday, Lou Ganja's birthday, and Felix Barela's birthday.